Welcome to Zaccaria's Magic Castle.
Magic Castle from 1984, the solid state version. In these quick guide series, we spent around 5 minutes explaining the major aspects of the table and help players understand the table better. Let's get started. Okay, so we got 4 flippers, 2 in the center, 1 on the out lane and 1 at the top with the drop targets. The mini flipper on the right in the out lane. I will not explain much about it because I've done so already many times in other videos, so I'll skip that in this video. As seen in the video, there are incredible high speed balls on the left side of the table. It rolls over that opening, over the left to the right flipper. It happens most of the time. If it's slow, you just give it a nudge to jump over that opening. It is also possible it comes from the center, and there you have to watch out and see what happens and react or nudge if needed. Next up is the orange special. On the top there are 3 orange drop targets. If you get the whole set of targets, you advance the orange special. You can see here on the playfield how many points each stage has, each level, and it goes all the way up to the final stage, the orange special. Orange special gives the player an extra ball, very valuable. As you can see here, we are hitting those drop targets. It's very easy to keep up that natural rhythm and pass to the several stages. Not to forget, there is also a target up here that advances the orange special as well. I am not a huge fan of this, as it is a rather hard shot and much less quick and productive than the orange drop targets up there with the flipper. Next up is the ramp and the red special. Here we can see the different stages of the ramp, the 300,000, the 500,000 and the last one, the red special. They all got their own color, green, yellow and red. They have their own colors, but they also got their own unique name, and let's have a look at that first. So how does it work? Well, on the top we have a bank of drop targets, and also the left side. These are blue colored, and if you hit all those 4, you can shoot a target behind it, and that will advance to the next level. It does not matter which one, as they both advance one step further. What is important to know is that if you reach the first level, the progression remains in the game. So if that ball drops, you will still have the progression in ball 2 or ball 3. Unlike the orange special, when you lose the ball, you lose everything. So the red special is quite good at that because it actually saves your progression to the next ball. If you have not progressed anything in the red special and no lights are lit on the playfield, you still get 100,000 points for shooting up the ramp. And since we talk about the ramp, I like to mention that the ball can be hit from both left and right flipper. We're getting close to the end of this video, but I would still like to explain a couple things about the red special. Now, if you have the red special lit and you went to all the stages and you're at the end, you have to make sure the ball lands on the right side, as we have 2 spots where the ball can drop from. You have to pick the right one, that's where the red special is. Obviously the yellow and the green are on the left, but for the red special it has to land on the right side, and then you get that extra ball. Okay, so moving on to the bonus tips. Number 1, an important priority is you always activate that mini flipper. Make sure you can still use it and you'll be able to defend yourself in these type of situations. Absolutely crucial. And my second tip, guys, is on this specific table you can have more than 1 extra ball. You can actually staple them, or you can have them in stock. So if you earn 2 extra balls, you staple them. Unlike some other solid state tables where this is not the case. And the last tip, folks, remember that you don't always have to play according to the rules and how they are exactly laid out. If you're in that sweet 500,000 mark, you can also hit that many times over and get a high score. Extra ball is nice, but it does not always give you 100% high score insurance. Alright, so that was the Magic Castle quick guide. If you liked the video, you can give a thumbs up, and if you're not subscribed yet, nudge the hell out of that button as well.